I'm supposed to do this thing, aren't I? I've gotten so used to recently, every time we're going live, somebody else doing this in the chair besides me. I'm not prepared. I'm not ready. And oh God, you're all here, and you're all on camera. Oh God. What did I do to deserve this?
Fix that.
I think we're all asking ourselves the same question.
Fair enough. Anyway, welcome back to Bay City Chronicles, everybody. It's been a little while since we've had your, I don't want to say main event, but your longest running story here on twitch.tv/Bay City Chronicles. That, of course, being, well, Bay City Chronicles. I mean, how many times can I say Bay City Chronicles before it gets old?
Never.
But as you
How
can
long
see...
can you talk before it gets old is the question.
Oh, it's been all a while. But the same cast of characters is all here. We've got, well, I'm going to be stretching a little bit on the introductions here today because there's only so many ways you can make a joke here, but we've got Home Run, Crimson Avex. Homemade, Dark Falls. Homeschooling, Nerestra. Homeward Bound, Chameleon Ice. And Home Wrecker, OPT Lawyer. And I am your host, TGE. Eventually, I will run out of ways to introduce people with very sarcastic manners, but right now, I still have plenty of them.
Not gonna lie, mine hit a little close to home.
Oh.
Well, that was the point. I mean, if you have any other home puns, now is the time to make them.
I'm just happy I got the Disney movie.
Actually,
It is a Disney movie. Wow. Does that mean Sassy's a princess?
Tej,
Yes.
you missed quite the opportunity with either me, Cham, or OPT. Should have totally been Home Alone.
Well, no, because OPT has the cat. And besides, Home Wrecker for the Lawyer made so much more sense. But we're here. We're live. Most of us are even in living color.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Bay City Chronicles Volume 5, Sanctuary City, Issue 20, A Beautiful Disaster. And I'm not sure there's been ever a title that fits this group of delinquents more than that one.
It is pretty fitting.
Yep.
I mean, the beautiful part's a little questionable.
Hey, I wash my fur every day.
Okay.
I think it's pretty.
You're nuts.
Thank you.
Anyway, last time, some things happened, like they always do. Malkir decided he was going to head back up to the Seattle area to attempt to confront the man who put him on the path of an assassin. Instead, he met up with our good blind friend Declan, who apparently has been infiltrating this group of assassins, and gave him a cryptic warning, and then made his way down to the Oregon area to wait and do some fishing. Meanwhile...
Lots and lots of fishing.
Lots of fishing. To the surprise of nobody, he fished up an old Sudoku book. Meanwhile, back at the tower, it would have been hinted at that there may have been something happening with Anton's wife, the lovely Dr. Crescent. So Anton and Lutra flew back down to Midnight City to go check on her. And when they got there, the house was a mess, like it had been robbed or burgled, and no wife in sight. At that same time, Dr. Casey and Kestrel back at the tower got a phone call from Malkir saying, quote, "I'm in trouble, get up here." And that's where I sort of cliffhung you all last time. Oh yeah, and yeah, there was some other things happening, mostly the fact that, you know, Jay is off doing Jay things. So we are going to start, not in Oregon, not in Midnight City, but in the Tower. So, Kestrel!
Well, so we don't have to. Yeah.
You get that? Yeah, you and Dr. Casey both get the text, and he just looks and goes, well, considering Anton and Lutra have the plane, you're the only one who can get up there.
Yep, and I'll probably beat him there.
Probably.
Should I take anything with me?
Do you need anything other than what you have on you? I mean, there's a small store of weapons. You know how I feel about those. I have a couple just in case, but...
I mean, more if you wanted to monitor anything or anything like that. I'm sure you do that anyway. I'll just get going.
Before he looks and says, "You're right, I do monitor." And then he looks at you and then looks up at your goggles.
I'm not even surprised.
What? I'm diligent, and I have robots. And a 12-year-old who likes to play with nanotech.
Yeah. Duly noted. I'll try not to stare too much.
You'll be fine.
So that Kestrel's going to fly in the tower and rush over to where, where's Malkier asking us to meet him at?
That's up to Malkier.
Malkier just sent you guys a coordinates of
Large and lat.
what's up?
Said longitude, latitude.
Basically.
Alright.
So if you pull the goggles down, Casey's will be like, this is going to freak you out a little bit, but here's how to get there. And he pulls up a GPS on the goggles as a HUD.
Oh my gosh, this is awesome! Oh, I've wanted this for so long! So yeah, Kestrel's gonna be like so excited he's flying through with the tech, like looking at the goggles and like trying to keep track of like where things are going. He's not even looking ahead of him, which is
The goggles, they do something.
They do something. Yeah, he's at Malkier's location in a flash. Sure, a flash.
2 shakes of a squirrel's tail.
Yeah, that works.
Something about copyright with speedsters. I don't think we can say flash.
Probably not.
So, Malkier, you know that the squirrel has arrived because the wind just picked up.
So when he gets there, he just sees Malkier laying back in a hammock with a fishing pole, just cast it out, waiting. So Malkier looks over at Kestrel and goes, "They sent the squirrel, no one else."
I just got here first, that's all.
Are they coming?
I assume so. I mean, the others certainly know about it, and they're already out and about. You don't look like you're in distress.
It's hard to say right now. I didn't say I was in distress. I just said I might need you guys to help me.
Might need us?
I called you here for a reason. We just need the others first.
At this, yeah, as you say that, you just hear a very calm, very casual, "Oh, I can assure you, the others won't be necessary." And walking out casually is this fine-looking gentleman.
Why do you look familiar to me?
Because it's Albert Wesker.
No, I know that part. I've played Marvel vs. Capcom.
Because this picture of Albert Wesker is perfect for what I was going for, so I took it.
Is it a little bit hot out here to be wearing like all black leather?
Says the rodent covered in fur.
I can't take mine off.
And you assume I can? How brazen of you. You've definitely lowered your criteria for company, Malkier.
I didn't much have a choice with this one.
Word on the streets you are looking for me.
I am, and I'm sure you know why.
Oh, yes, of course I know why. Because Vernon's a manipulative weasel.
Ooh, I like this guy.
Oh, make no mistake, I'm not on your side.
Oh.
Let me guess. You're here to kill me.
I don't really think that would solve much at this point now, would it?
Probably not. So,
What I do want is answers. Who paid you?
answer. Who paid me?
I want to know who's
Same.
above you. I don't necessarily want you.
When it comes to us, when it comes to what we do, there is no one above me. There is someone who cuts the checks, but there is nobody above me.
That's not what I heard. I heard you were his little whipping boy now.
Let's be honest, Malkier. Andrew Vernon is nothing more than a fat cat old money weasel who made it big on the fact that he had his daddy's money and was able to pay off anyone for any wrongdoing he may have ever did, or pay off people like us to get rid of any competition.
So I guess what I really want to know from you is, what do you know about Project Fera?
Project Fera, you say? That's an interesting one because of what it was supposed to be was not what it turned into.
Because I had this odd feeling that whatever Project Fera was is an offshoot of exactly what happened to us.
You are very good at your deductive reasoning. You finally learned how to use it after all these years. I'm proud of you.
I don't like this guy anymore.
Oh, I do.
My job, Squirrel, is not to be likable. My job is to get in, get the job done, and get out without leaving a trace of what anyone knows I was there.
At that, Malkier kind of looks down at Kestrel and tells him to think of what Malkier told him, and that this gentleman was his mentor. Sort
He's a mentor? Wait, you learned from this guy?
I taught him half of what I know. The other half are secrets. That, I mean, I could tell you, but then I would have to kill you.
You
Well, then
taught
you'd have to
me
catch
about
me.
5 of the last 10 years. I picked up quite a bit myself over that time, my friend.
You assume I haven't been keeping track. I have. I mean, it was not that hard to keep track after that whole water skiing incident.
Jeez, that got around, didn't it?
Malkier kind of just brushes his hand at Kestrel.
I mean, whatever.
I will say, though, your boat piloting skills during that were... And he actually...
So again, Project Fera, what was the end goal? I know what the end goal of our project was, but Project Fera was still a little bit of a confusion to me. I need answers as far as that goes first.
Project Fera's end goal was the same as our end goal. To be able to get in and get out without anybody looking, without anybody knowing. And let's be honest, who's going to suspect a poor, innocent little house cat of being an assassin?
There's a lot
Is
of
that
ways
what
to make
those-
assassins.
Well, again, the initial plan was to basically train dogs, cats, any sort of other four-legged quadrupedal house animal with a Pavlovian response that one could ring a bell of some sort and trigger a response to go feral. All of that changed, however, when someone discovered a 5-foot-tall anthropomorphic alien otter had crash-landed.
In our experiments, I know how I got out. How did you get it?
How did I get out? Simple. I looked Vernon in the eye and said, "Who do you need killed? And pay me to do it."
No, that's too simple. There's more to it than that.
No, there really wasn't anything more to it than that. It was, I've got all these skills. Let me show you. Tell me who you want killed. A couple of kills later, and guess who has a job?
Yeah, he was already paying us for that, though. He has something else on you.
No. What he has is a desire to still be a dirty, slimy, disgusting politician, because eventually, when you keep the cheese from the rat long enough, the rat's going to say to hell with the cheese and kill the hand.
I mean, I could have killed him anyway. I don't need his help.
Yeah, and it was a mutually beneficial relationship. He gets to have competition taken out. I get to have my freedom and get to recruit people from all across to help me out. And then when they stray too far, well...
Are you still working for Vernon?
I work for whoever pays me.
Right, and he's paying you now.
Oh, yes. I'm always on the books.
But if you hate him so much, why not just get rid of him?
I might hate him, but his money is good.
Oh, right, money, right.
So that brings me to one more question that's a little bit on my mind. I'm sure you know about our last venture in another
Which one?
place. What do you know about Blackheart and what she's up to?
I'm sorry, who?
You know who.
Creepy lady who was hanging around Andrew Vernon a lot?
Oh! Her. What was she going by? Carla, I think?
Yeah.
I know what she was trying to do.
Well, we all know that. She failed at it miserably.
Yes, she did. And it never would have succeeded, even if she had gotten as far as to attempt the terraformation.
What?
We wouldn't have. Do you really think that we would have let someone like that attempt to cross-pollinate her world with ours? Absolutely not. But it was much more fun to let you do it.
Wait, so we went through all that trouble for nothing?
No, you went through all that trouble so I wouldn't have to.
Wait a second.
Well, there was that little incident at the end, though, which is still a little bit unresolved.
What could you have done, anyway?
The same thing I do all the time. You see, when it comes to ally, an uneasy alliance is the worst one to have. Playing off as being loyal to a fault can have its good and bad consequences. Do you really think a woman like that has the clout and or power to really retain somebody such as Jeremiah?
I don't know. Does she?
Absolutely not. He belonged to me.
What?
He was my insurance policy. If things got too close, he was to terminate the problem.
So have you heard from him since that all happened?
No. Was I supposed to?
I don't know. He's your insurance policy.
Considering we're still standing here, not on her planet, I think my insurance policy paid off quite nicely, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, quite nicely.
I can't help but wonder, let me ask you a question. If you wouldn't mind indulging me for a minute, Mr. Squirrel.
Sure, you seem to like talking.
Why would somebody like me, whose job it is to not be seen, show up here and spend all of this time talking with you?
Probably because you think you don't have anything to worry about from us.
Partially correct. Because it takes a little bit longer to coordinate a sniper halfway across the country.
What?
And we're going to turn the comic page. And the page, when you turn the comic page to that line, it's a sniper's crosshair aiming for the window of Anton's house. And in the crosshairs is Anton. And then we turn the page again. We are now inside the wrecked house with Lutra and Anton.
So, like, whatever Anton's doing, Lutra's like, you know, like, oh my gosh, what happened? Oh my gosh, what's going on? What happened? How did this happen?
Calm down, Lutra.
But, what happened?
Well, it seems that there was a thing.
Right, there was a thing. Why would there be a thing? I don't understand why there'd be a thing. Everything was supposed to be. By the way, right. Sorry. Okay, out of breath. Whew. Okay. What happened? I don't understand what's going on. Oh my gosh, why?
Okay, Lutra. First thing, don't panic.
Right. Okay. Right. Okay. But how would anyone know to come here, though? This doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
Well,
This is a little fishy.
No, this is a little fishy. He holds up the box of goldfish that he still has in his hand.
You're hopeless, Lutra.
Oh, is that good?
It's fine.
Oh, okay, good. So, how do we... Okay, so what do we do? I mean...
Well, first things first. We need to start looking for evidence.
Right.
Roll me an investigation check. So, Lutra means well. He's trying to help you. He really is. But he's still a little panicked. And
Wet behind the ears.
he's getting goldfish dust everywhere.
And I think he's still also drunk from the airplane, but yes.
So your investigation doesn't go as well as it possibly could, because searching the scene with Lutra is like trying to clean up in a room with a 5-year-old.
Aww.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to knock that over with my tail.
But
Fine, Lutra.
But what you do find, you look around, and you do notice something odd. Now, you haven't had to deal with a lot of snatch and grabs, but you understand how they tend to work. You go in, you grab what you're supposed to grab, and you get out. The less evidence you leave, the better. This place is a mess. So, from that, you can come to one of two conclusions. Either they were amateurs who did this, or whoever did this is trying to throw you off something bigger. The other thing of note is that the mess is sort of contained in the common areas. Like the little research lab that your wife has in the house isn't touched. Bathroom isn't touched. Even the bedroom isn't really touched. It's just the common areas.
So it's not like they were looking for something.
Right.
Well, Lutra, either these are the shoddiest kidnappers ever, or they're trying to really mess with it.
Why would you think that?
Well, normally in a kidnapping, you take what you need and you leave.
Right.
You don't wreck the place.
Maybe she fought back or something. I don't know. There's also there's security guards.
Yeah, but once you've neutralized the security outside, or right directly inside, there's not much else or reason to make a mess.
Oh.
You got what you came for, you leave. You don't. And they didn't really go into any other rooms. They're not looking for something. They just made a mess to make a mess.
Go ahead and make an insight roll, Anton.
That's really inconsiderate of them.
You definitely get the feeling like this was done for a reason. But you can't put your finger on what the reason might be.
All right, Lutra. Let's let the local authorities know, and let's get back in the.
All right, so we're going to turn the page back to Oregon. Castro, Malkir, you've just been graced with the line of, "It takes a little while to coordinate a sniper halfway across the country."
Kester was immediately gonna like rush up on this guy as he was saying that to grab his collars. It's like, what do you mean?
At that, Malkier kind of just holds his hand out to block Kestrel's forward momentum.
Oof.
Hold on. He pulls a phone out. "Oh, look, a live video feed." Clicks the button. And he shows you a live video feed from a camera obviously mounted on the head of the sniper, which shows you the scope pointed directly at Anton. If you so much as move to try and warn them, he pulls the trigger.
What do you want?
As I said, I love to have insurance policies.
Malkier gets kind of glitches at Kestrel. Goes, he's not going to hurt them. He has no money in this.
I have no money in one of them. The other one, there's a substantial amount of money on.
Not when you're concerned.
Just because I can't kill. Doesn't mean I can't reap the reward. And technically, if we're going by the letter of how things were signed, one of them still belongs to me.
I'm sure he doesn't see it that way.
You leave Lutra alone.
He kind of just glares at Kestrel again.
What?
He has every right to be upset, Malkia. Come on. Just because you and I are incapable of that type of emotion doesn't mean it's not all right for him to have some. I mean, it's not like I've got a sniper trained on him. Or do I?
He moves pretty fast, you know.
Oh, I know. Oh, did I say him? Oh, no. I meant the old landlord he rents from.
You got a plan for everything, don't you?
As I said, I like insurance policy. And I'm not
That's why
going...
at that Malkir kind of glances at Kestrel and goes, "Now do you see why I called you?"
Yeah, I see it.
But the thing is, this doesn't have to get messy. We both just wanted answers, and I'm sure you have a question for me now, and what is that question?
Yeah, well, you're right. It doesn't have to get messy. See, this is what I always loved about you, is you understood when a deal needed to be made.
So it's not money that you want, obviously. What is it?
A return on my investment. You see, there are things happening in the world currently that certain people are not fit to deal with. It is my job to ensure that the right people are in the right places to deal with them.
At that, Malkir looks down and thinks for a second, then looks back up. He just says,
The one I wish you would have stabbed a couple of days ago.
"When?"
Oh, that's the catch. You see, he's paranoid, and he's not going to let anybody near him. And if you just flat out do it, there's enough people close to him who will be able to put two and two together. I don't want him dead. I want him embarrassed to the point of resignation.
So, and that after all this time, we still have the same end goal, it seems like.
You called me here because you had questions.
I do.
And I don't think they were about Project Fera. So why don't
I
you
called
ask
you
the
here because
question?
I want my life back. I want my freedom. I want this sort of Damocles off my shoulder.
You want to leave. You want a normal life.
I want to be free to make my own choices, not necessarily out of the business. I enjoy the business. I enjoy the hunt, as I'm sure you do as well. However, I'm not that teenager anymore.
No. But you are so correct. The thrill of the hunt, there's nothing better. Wouldn't you agree, Kestrel?
I wouldn't know.
A squirrel wouldn't know about hunting, not even foraging for acorns.
It's a little bit easier than hunting.
but the thrill of finding one where you least expect it.
I mean, maybe. I mean, I've been buying things from a store for a long time now. Gotten used to a lot of different things.
Well, that's admirable. Disappointing that you've lost touch with your innermost feral instincts.
I think it's humanized me. Weirdly more than you.
Just because I don't have emotion doesn't mean I'm not human.
I have one final question for you, and then we can talk business some more.
Of course.
What name do you go by now?
Now, my name changes with the aliases I needed to go with.
I think I know that better than anyone.
Yes. But currently, I'm going by Kill Direct.
What was that?
Kill Direct.
Kill direct, like kill direct? No, I know that. I'm just.
Yes, it's a double entendre.
I see. A little on the nose.
So
The best
what,
secrets are
if
sometimes
anything-
the ones that everybody guesses.
So what, if anything, do you know about Makutsu?
What was that?
You heard me.
Mikutsu Zorao, one who exists outside of fate. Or at,
Not
least
that
that's,
fast.
or at least that's the rough translation. Why are you asking about Mikutsu Zorao?
There's one of our line going around with that name, and apparently we've had run-ins with him.
We have? I believe you to be mistaken. However, I can certainly look into it.
No need. I just wanted to see if you ever jumped out at you.
Nothing that strikes me, but if you'd like, I can look into it. However, you want us to stop hunting. Prove that you've really broken free of the urge. Get Vernon. Catch him in a way that will publicly force him to either resign or be arrested. Make it as embarrassing as possible. Do that, and we have a deal.
Very well. Last question for you. Project Fera. Where's the archive?
Well, assuming that they remove them from Utopolis, I'd imagine one of two locations. The innermost vaults of Gendine, which good luck getting to that, or a wonderful, wonderful mansion in the swamps of Louisiana, the Vernon family estate.
I'm sure you realize why I'm asking you this.
Oh, of course I do. You want proof.
I need proof for my friend. and because I think that's a linchstone to get what you want as well.
Yes, I wasn't necessarily privy to everything they took out of the archive. There was an uprising to be dealt with that certain people need to be put down, certain people need to be kept safe. I was dealing with that end of it. But if I were Andrew Vernon, those are the two places I would keep things. And considering he's no longer technically involved with Gendine because he's now the president-elect, I would start in the bayou.
Malcarica just kind of like nods and looks at Kestrel and waves him to come with him.
Hold on. You, what was your code name again? Kill Direct?
Kildare.
Yeah. That Jeremiah guy. How long has he been working for you?
For me?
He said he was your insurance policy. I assume that means, like, you hired him.
Yes. Off and on for about 6-7 years now.
Gotcha.
Let me ease your mind and answer the next question for you, before you ask it. There's one thing I don't do. Children are off limits.
Nice to know you have standards. So are our friends safe now? Or are they gonna have a sniper following them for the next 6 days or something?
A smile comes on his face. And he just looks and goes, there never was a sniper on them to begin with.
I hate you.
But it's amazing what a camera and a crosshair can do.
Malcarica looks at it and Kestrel goes, told you.
I'm ready to go now, Malkir.
And before you say that, you look at Valkyrie ready to go, you turn around, and he's gone.
Malkir looks at his bucket of freshly caught fish and picks it up, then puts his hand on Kestrel's shoulder, and they both just go back in the flame and go back towards the
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to turn the page back to Anton's house.
They're just pacing around.
So Lutra's pacing. Anton, what are you doing?
Packing up some stuff to head back to the jet.
Fair enough. So are you reporting this to the local authorities?
A little bit above the local.
Oh. A little bit above the local. So we talking like FBI? Are we talking
State level.
state level? Okay. So are you making a personal visit or are you calling?
Calling. I'm still in the house packing stuff up.
Okay. So you're going to get through to a state detective. What's the name of this detective you get through to?
Larry.
Larry. Is his last name Cable Guy? No, I'm not doing it. Get her done!
No. You did it anyway.
I did totally do it. I'm sorry, I should be ashamed of myself for that.
I mean, if that's the only reason why you should feel ashamed, then we have a lot to teach you.
So, you just get the hello.
Is this Larry?
Yeah, Anton out here on the other end of that line.
It is.
What the hell are you doing calling me? Big old important hero like yourself.
the house has been broken into, Aaron's missing, and the place is a mess.
I'm a couple hours out. I'm up in Baton Rouge, but I'll send some people over. Make sure the place is taped off, and I will take care of it.
All right, you're gonna find obviously my fingerprints and stuff. You're also gonna find, well, their otter fingerprints. I'll leave you his. I'll leave you his information.
Otter prints.
I don't really have
Just
Wait, hold on. Is this that otter from the water skiing video?
Yes.
You know, normally I'm not one to cash in a favor with a favor, but I'm going to have to need a favor on this.
Can we focus on the big problem first, and then we'll talk about it?
Oh, it's a simple favor. My granddaughter loves that video. Can you leave a picture with an autograph or get one to me?
Yeah, we can do that.
Just address it to Lily, and I'll be the best grandpa.
You find Aaron, and I will definitely do more than that.
You got yourself a deal. I will send. I'll make a call and send some of the best people we got down there over, and we'll make sure she gets back. You don't care if it's by the book, do you?
Find her.
Gotcha. He hangs up, whips out another phone, hits a button, and it's not a phone number that shows up on the call. It's like an emblem, a symbol that astute readers of the Bay City Comics line of comics will recognize. It is a wink and a nod to another one of the Bay City Comics line. That would be that of the Crescent City Saints, which is another of the Bay City Comics hero line. I don't believe I have. Nope, I've got the Crescent City Saints, so I cannot give the actual picture. But oh no, there it is. There it is. I will upload it here as well so people can see it. But yeah, it's more of a wink and a nod to the other comic line. So, what are you bringing with you back to the jet?
Mostly any of the, personal records, anything that, would not be good to get out into the public from her research or, just around the house. Any of financial documents or anything that wouldn't want to be left in an open house.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
At this point, Anton looks at Lucia. You know what I forgot to tell Larry?
What's that?
That there's 2 dead security guards here.
Are they dead? I thought they were unconscious.
Clarification on that one?
The otter's correct.
Okay, they're just unconscious. Okay. Never mind. Then we're good.
We good indeed, fam.
In fact, Lucha's gone and put pillows under their heads so when they wake up they feel at least comfy.
I mean, Lucha, we should just wake them up.
Well, I don't know how we do that. I don't know if that's like a good idea or if they should, because they're probably sleeping too. They might need to rest.
So Anton would know that this is in the house. There are some smelling salts in the house. So Anton is going to pull those out of the cabinet and try to wake these.
You just, oh God, why is it burning? Why does it smell like wet otter?
Hi.
Well, I'm glad the two of you are at least alive.
I'm not wet.
Yeah.
He just looks up and sees it's you, and they both have this look of, on their face. Sorry, just didn't know what happened. It was just a thing, and she's gone, right? Oh, we're so sorry.
You're fine. Y'all got attacked. Did y'all get to see anything, or was it too quick?
Too quick, couldn't tell you anything. The only thing I can remember is right before everything went black, there was a weird rattling noise.
Rattling noise?
Yeah.
Rattling of what?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. He looks over at Anta. Do you keep like rattlesnakes here, maybe?
No.
Oh, okay.
But they're awake. They can secure the rest of the property and give their reports to the officers coming. We need to get in the jet and figure out where to go next.
Right. Let's, yeah. I'll help carry stuff. So Lucha grabs boxes or whatever the heck you've gotten.
So it doesn't take a whole lot to get you there because, you're Lutra. And you're Anton, so you carry what you need.
I'm going to be honest, we probably convert the Anton into like a floating platform and just load it up with crap.
Yeah.
I mean, probably.
So, do you think there's anything in these boxes about Project Fera at all?
Maybe. But right now, let's just get them secure.
Right. Well, if we're taking them on the jet, I guess I could look through stuff while we're flying to wherever we're going to. Where are we going, anyway? We're going back home?
I don't know yet, Lutra. We're going to make a few calls before we do. But I'd prefer you not go through my boxes.
Oh.
Let me go through them first.
Okay. So, what else am I going to do?
Here's a book for you. And Anton hands him Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy and thanks for all, or so long and thanks for all the. This should tide you over for a little while.
This isn't doing anything. Like, how?
That's something to read, and
It's something to read, yeah.
with.
I could write another song if I wanted to. I'm talking about, like, what can I do? What can we do to, like, help right now? Like, I don't feel like just doing nothing.
Well, the first thing we need to do is call Malkir.
Oh, okay. That seems like a good idea.
Because he was asking for help.
I should probably just ask Dr. Casey for a cell phone, because I still don't have one.
Just hit the button on the plane, Lutra.
I mean, I'm not always on the plane.
We're on the plane right now.
Well,
hit the button and call Malkir.
Okay, fine. So Lucha goes into, like, some whatever in the comment, pushes pushes his button to contact Valkyrie's cell phone.
Hello, Lucha.
Oh, hi. I'm Valkyrie. And that says you were looking for us?
I need you two to come back to the base.
A Starbreaker? Okay, sure. I'll let him know we've got some other issues happening here, too.
Lucha, I have information on Project Fera. I need you guys to come back to the base.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure, okay, okay, cool, yeah, by the way, Anton's wife was kidnapped.
I'm assuming it's probably going to be tied together with what we're about to deal with.
I guess it's kind of looking like that, isn't it? Oh gosh. Okay, yeah, yeah, we'll meet you back there. So, like, Lucha just, like, clicks the thing off and, like, runs over to Anton, goes, Anton, Valkyrie says he's got information on Project Fera. We need to get back to the base, Starbreaker. There's another problem.
What?
Well, he kind of thinks that information he's got and Dr. Cress's disappearance kind of tied together. And, I think someone really needs to check on Professor Murphy.
Yeah, we're not going back to base yet.
Both of you know that you have someone you can check on Professor Murphy?
Yeah, I can call Vin.
Well, call Vin, and then if we need to, we'll go there first.
Right.
So give him a call first.
So Lucha goes back into whatever and, like, punches up Vin's number.
Hello?
Hey, hi, Vin. It's Lucha.
Hi.
Hey, I just got a real quick question for you.
Yes.
Have you seen Professor Murphy recently?
I mean, he's not one of my professors, but... I mean, no. Do I need to go look for him?
Yes, actually, if you could. Just to see if he's still, like, there. Because, some kind of things are happening with people who are involved with Project Fera, and I'm worried that he might...
Lutra?
What?
My phone is in a secure line.
Oh. Right.
I'll go take a look.
Thank you. I would actually assume from the plane is, but...
Yes, but his isn't.
Fair.
The laptop connection is. The phone is not.
That's actually what I thought we were contacting through, but there you go. That's fine.
You said you dialed up Ven, which
Right, yeah.
Also, he wouldn't have answered the laptop because it's definitely closed.
No.
Because he's definitely playing about 4,500 questions. Everything that happened.
Alright, well, he's gonna go check.
Okay. Well, it's a lot further to headquarters than to his school. So let's head that way first and just be in the air.
Alright.
So, you guys are on your way. You get a text that says, or you guys get Anton would technically get the text because he doesn't have a phone. Anton gets a text that says, everything seems fine, no classes today, can't confirm, was on campus yesterday.
Yesterday.
Do we know his home location?
No, that information was not given to you.
Would Vin know it, I guess?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Okay. Then we're going to go with this route. Anton's calling Dr. Casey now.
There you go.
What was the doctor's name again?
Professor Murphy is his current name.
I assume you're en route and you have information?
We're headed up to Dr. Murphy.
No, you're not. Return home.
Do you know where he is?
No, but I can deal with things that can remotely send them to people who need to. The information that was discovered, I've been briefed on it. You need to get back here. Besides,
So we have...
if he has been taken, there's nothing you're going to be able to do about it up there, because more than likely, wherever they're holding your wife is where they're holding him.
Okay. So Anton turns the jet around and starts flying back to Bay City.
You also hear, not to mention the fact that I don't think it's who you think it might be, because anyway, when you get here.
Huh?
So Anton's going to hit on the extra boost of speed that's been installed in there. Yeah, the little red button.
Yeah.
Does he let Lutra hit the button?
Can I push it?
Hey, Lutra,
Yeah, can I push it? Oh, I remember
hit
this
the
button.
red button.
Oh, I remember this button. It's great. Okay.
Before Lutra gets the chance, your Anton's 5-point harness.
So he doesn't notice, he just pushes the button.
Lutra, make an acrobatics check after you push the button. So you get thrust backwards by the force of the acceleration, but you do a backflip and land in the hero.
Woo! Oh, you know, I probably should have realized that the plane was going to jump forward like that, but I was so excited about pushing a button.
Yes, Lutra.
Besides, that was fun. Can we try it again?
I'm sure we'll get another chance to push the button. Don't
Okay,
worry.
great.
So, with the fact that the button got pushed, it doesn't take you that long to get back to base. Because superhero comics and really fast jets for no apparent reason.
Exactly.
They have a reason to be really
Let's say
fast.
they have a reason.
Yes, but we just don't know how.
Does it matter?
We just have an engine room of all tiny little Kestrel floats running in hands. Powering.
Wow.
We got this. We can do it.
No Kestrels or Kestrel clothes were harmed in the making of this panel.
Yeah. So the moment we touch down, they're just running off the jet.
It takes Anton like 3 minutes because he's got to undo the 5 point.
Yeah, and get all the stuff. Well, actually, instead of getting all the stuff, Anton has the little robots take the stuff for him. The unloading, loading dock crew.
I mean, they're basically his crew at this point.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So, the scene is now you four.
Are we still there, Malkier?
We're in the common area.
Okay.
Yeah. So Lucha kind of runs in, just like looking around, spies you two. It's like, oh guys, okay, you're here, great.
Lutra! Kestrel immediately runs forward and hugs on you real quick. It's like, oh gosh, you're safe. You're not gonna get shot at, but you really were gonna get shot at. But I'm still happy that you're safe, and that this probably makes no sense to you.
Wait. What do you mean weren't going to get shot at?
Is this why everybody doesn't like it when I hug them?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Kestrel, he lets go. So, I'm sorry. It's
it's fine. It's fine.
we've had a day.
Okay.
Malkier just looks over at both of them and tells them to sit.
So Lucha's like, I've been sitting all day. I think I'll just stand here, and he kind of stands behind the sofa.
Lucha, trust me.
You might need to sit down.
Okay, fine. Lucha sits down. Like, flips over
Now
the
we have
counter
a little
system.
comic time lapse of Malkia and Kestrel giving the full rundown of the past 2 hours.
Okay, so go back to the point where y'all thought he had a gun pointed at us, but it really wasn't.
Yeah, that. I thought he was a master assassin like Malkir, and he said he had like a gun trained on you guys and showed us a camera feed, and there was
Kestrel, I told you it wasn't, and you didn't want to listen to me.
I didn't trust him.
You didn't trust me.
Oh.
So
I'm sorry.
anyway, he says that we either go to Louisiana, that's where the archive might be, or in Gendime. I'm kind of thinking we should just go to the heart of the issue and go straight to Gendime. That's where all this has been going through.
Wait. They were gonna train normal animals to kill people?
They wanted you to become like me, Lucha.
How? Like, I don't remember them training me to kill anything. I was there for like 20 years.
Are there moments where you don't remember any long periods of time that you can't cognizantly remember?
I mean, kind of a lot of it's a blur as it is anyway, because it's always just the same thing of living through like hell every day. Not that I knew it then.
Yeah, think back of what I told you, Lucha, about my past. Does it not sound very similar?
I don't think they injected me with any kind of... I don't know.
But they fed you.
Well, of course they did. Oh.
You have no idea what they might have actually done to you, Lutra.
No, I don't, but... I don't know. I do have memories of, like, being a younger otterling. But, it's just here and there. I don't know. I don't think I...
Either way, if we want any answers, Gendon seems to be the place to search first.
Although I guess I do black out every so often.
Malkia just looks over at Anton and goes, "What's your opinion?"
I don't know.
He said don't go to Gendime. He says we should go to Louisiana.
Well, we were already in Louisiana, but I don't know that we shouldn't go to Gendine.
I think we should go straight to the heart of the dragon, personally.
What'd you guys find out about your wife, by the way, Anton?
Nothing.
No.
Right now, our only leads are Vernon's mansion and Gendine itself.
Malkia kind of just looks down for a second, then looks back up at the group. He goes, "Well, we do have one more lead. We might have a possible way into Gendine."
Oh?
Into what?
We might have a way into Gendine.
Oh? How?
Malkia looks at his phone, then looks back up at the group. Just says J.
He works for the government! He can get us in there for sure.
And he's here to help.
Yes!
Question is, can we trust him?
Well, of course we can now. He's proven himself to us multiple times.
Kestrel, can we trust him?
Right, I trust people too easily.
Except the one guy you didn't trust.
Yeah! That jerk!
Should I make the call?
Do it.
While you guys are all doing this, Lucha just kind of like leaves. It just kind of goes up on the roof.
Casey's been just sort of leaning on the little living quarters this whole time watching.
Malky kind of just gives a heavy sigh, looks down at his phone, punches in Jay's number.
So, Jay, do you answer your phone when it rings?
I believe the answer to that is no.
In fact, it rings 1.5 times, and then it doesn't even go to voicemail.
Oh no.
Big surprise, another Crim character ghosting. Too soon? Too soon?
So I'm guessing that means we can't count on him.
Right, well, while that's going on, Lutra, you said...
What'd you say? You cut out.
You said you were going up to the roof.
Yes. Yeah, Lucha just kind of is standing near, not near the edge per se, but he's just like looking out over Bay City, just kind of distantly. He's not really looking at anything, and if anything, he's just thinking about a lot of things right now and trying to make sense of some things. And see, he's just kind of up there staring out into the world, as it were.
So just staring for nothing in particular, just sort of lost?
Yeah, he's just, yeah. He's lost in his own thoughts. He just wanted to be someplace where there's fresh air and not anyone talking.
So you get a couple of birds flying by, and, I mean, nothing too crazy happening. Anything in particular you're looking for, just having time pass?
No, he's just... No, there's nothing he's looking for. He just needs time, that's all. He actually wants to be alone right now.
Okay. No, that's fair. My normal way of interrupting this, I can't do right now. Here.
He's on an adventure.
Right?
He's totally on an adventure.
Ollie was just thinking, like, that would be the one character he'd need to talk to right now. No. So, yeah, no, he's just up there. Like, he's actually just waiting for everybody else to tell him when they're going to do something, because otherwise he's just going to be up there for a while.
Melchior just kind of looks over at Casey and asks if he can contact him.
Jay is one of those people who he doesn't want to be contacted. You can't contact him, no matter what. But
Can we try like sending him maybe one of those text messages thingies? Like I hear if you use like lots of emojis and such. Like maybe we'll get the point across and he'll know at least that we need him for help.
Anton at this point looks at Kestrel. You're one of those people, aren't you?
It adds expressiveness to the message.
Well, we've got two options now. We either all go to Louisiana, or we split up and go to both.
I think splitting was a bad idea. The last time we did that, like we ended up fighting like the four fates. Elemental guys, but
You had to remind me of being field golded.
we got a flashback panel of Anton getting...
whoa.
Okay, just kind of looks up and goes, well, boys, let's go into the bayou.
All right, I'll go up and get Lutra.
At this point, right as Kestrel says that, there's a very, 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 very high-pitched noise that comes out of the TV.
Yeah. Out, sensitive ears.
Like, yeah, it would be driving Kestrel insane right now.
Yeah.
And then the TV, when you were all younger, did you ever have the static on the TV where it's just the white butterflies on the black background?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Scramble vision where you try to watch wrestling PVPs through it.
Yep.
Or if you turn on your game console and yeah.
Well, that's what's going on the TV right now. And you hear some mumbling in the background. And then you sort of get the following. Hey everyone, it's sorry if I'm not coming. We are experiencing a little bit of some bad reception. I had to do on a transmitter. We are no longer, and we're really having to rally the troops because it is coming. It's still alive and on, but she's sending something else, and
Wait, no. Who's coming? What's coming?
Well, that's not good.
and then after Anton says that, we get the back panel of the comic, and above the the postcard, so you can send in to get the comic sent to you on a weekly basis and everything
I
else.
loved those.
And the ad for the Kestrel countries. We have this image.
Ooh, it's pretty.
Oh.
And the little note below just says, "Coming soon." Thank you all very much for watching Bay City Chronicles. A little programming note for next week. If all goes according to plan, next week will be the finale of Sanctuary City.
Already?
It's been 20 volumes. 20...
I mean, yes, to be fair, it has been a while.
That'll make 21.
Yes. So with that, I would like to thank everybody for watching, everybody for playing, and on behalf of our illustrious crew, that would be Dark Falls, OPT Lawyer, No Racer, Chameleon Ice, and my partner in crime, Crimson Addicts, I am TGE, reminding everybody to, of course, as always, keep hailing.